So, welcome everyone to Anime Monday. As you can tell, I've had a very, very fun week following up last week's, well, let's call it an experience. Now, we are well stocked. I went to the bottle shop and got myself a bottle of nice red vintage Cabernet Sauvignon. I probably butchered that pronunciation because I'm not French, but I know very little about wine, but I saw red wine and I figured, given that we're watching the ReZero finale later today, I will probably need it. So we're going to kick it off with Attack on Titan. Remember, no spoilers. I believe we are up to episode 17. Are you doing the beard and wine photo later? You'll see it ReZero. You'll see it ReZero. It'll all make sense. It'll all come full circle during ReZero. But until then, let's enjoy Attack on Titan. All right, let's get started. Episode 17 of Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. Let's do this thing. Full screen, as always. Audio Japanese with the subtitles. Let's kick things off. I just realized that's what we did in Pokemon when we get HM Strength. Yes! I remember! There's a traitor, and yes, I will be trying to get that horse screenshot looking dead ahead. I have plenty of screenshots of everyone else looking ahead, but I have yet to get a photo of the horses looking dead ahead. So thank you for reminding me. I'll get my clipboard out really quickly. But I'm right back to last week. We're trying to weed out the traitor that assassinated the two prisoner titans. Obviously because they don't want us finding out what's going on. But it's a bit unusual that they haven't been assassinated yet, which means it's someone new out of the bunch. And our Führer, who we don't know the name of yet because I've forgotten, has tried to weed them out. One, by seeing who's going to join the Survey Corps, but two, having everyone sort of separate so it can sort of monitor and hopefully deduce who it is based on movements. And also the team formation is such that no single person can get out of formation without someone noticing. So it's sort of a multi-phased plan in order to try to capture who is the spy. Because there definitely is a spy, otherwise why the fuck would the Titans be dead? It makes absolutely no sense. All right, here we go. I will get my screenshot if it's the last thing I do. Oh! Ah! Ah! Ha! But I need a close-up of the horses, but for now this will do. For now, this will do. Wait. No, on the scepter. For now, this will do. What if there's more than one trader? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But please, no mentioning of things like that, because that's pretty risky. That's pretty risky. That's pretty risky. I don't want to get spoiled, so no mention of things like that, please. No clues. No clues. No clues. I figure things out from clues. You might think you're being clever. It's not. No clues. No clues! These majestic creatures. I see Kage. I see Tofu. I see Karaage. I see Udon. This is so Germanic. Germanic. Germatic. Matic? Attic? Damn it, now I'm overthinking it. Man, this is such a 90s throwback. Like this anime opening. That's a lot of blood. You know, they might think it's really cool to be sitting there in the raining blood and then you open your eyes. Take it from someone that's... Well, if you had blood all over your face and you opened your eyes, you'd get blood in your eyes very quickly. And it's a pain in the butt. I don't know if it's as bad as sweat though. Sweat sort of stings, whereas blood is just uncomfortable. Like, the main fear of getting someone else's blood in your eye is getting AIDS or something. I don't mind getting my own blood, I don't care. But then again, I don't exactly bleed. The female Titan, well, I do bleed, but the only time I bleed is when my fists get bloody from, like, punching other people. But, like, whatever. The female Titan. Wait, so what? We already had a female Titan. What's the big deal? I mean, at least I think it was a female. I mean, I didn't see any genitalia, but, like, whatever. Oh, yeah, and you don't have your sub anymore, Fab, and the gift just, like, disappeared. Yeah, whatever. Bad luck, buddy. I feel bad. I feel bad. The gift jumped the gun a little bit. Damn it, I will get that screenshot. All I want is one scene of the camera as the horses run to it. Is that too much to ask? Holy shit, that guy's fat. Sorry, I keep doing that for some reason. Did you just see that bastard? Look at that son of a bitch. He's had like a fucking buffet of humans. Look at him. Man, he's... Fuck. Look at his hair, though. I like his hair. I like the hairstyle. But look at... Holy shit. That's one fat motherfucker. 10-meter class approaching. What do you mean 10-meter class? This is the bloody, you know, 2-lane megaton truck 18-wheeler of Titans. Look at him go. And please don't tell me this motherfucker is as quick as the other ones. Because I call bullshit. Because that ain't muscle. Look at those little skimpy legs and those little arms. This is a bloated bastard. Don't they vomit people up? Why is he so fat? I'm sounding like Fraser on Namek talking to Guru, but you get my point. How did he get so fat? That's not bad. He got damn close to cutting it in the first go. Oh, is that... Yeah, but it's all them, the bastards. I want... Can I, like... close, but, like, the camera needs to be low. I don't care about you guys. Yeah, so that's where the cargo is, right? That's where the precious cargo is, if I can do that for a real minute. The precious cargo is right smack down in the middle. You've got the heavy hitters in the other wagons here, and then you have all the other guys here that can just pretty much stagger and flank as they need to. And you've got the... The only problem is if there's something quick and hits them from, like, say, here, from the back, because then everyone at the front has to do a 180 degree. But a nightmare scenario, and I mean literal nightmare scenario, would be a Titan spawning here. And I say spawning because we've seen that big bastard appear and disappear. If he appears here while all these are moving forward, they're not going to have the time to stop. So everything here is literally going to be crushed. These ones are going to be destroyed in one go. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 destroyed. One's going to hit in that one. That's 7. And these ones can get crushed in like 1 or 2 seconds. Nightmare scenario is smack down in the middle. That being said, what are the odds of that happening? I don't know. That's the only thing I see this formation having a weakness at. I don't think the Titans are just going to, like, you know, Tsukarush be from the back, because I don't think all of them are able to spawn and despawn. But that big fat bastard, not fat, but the, you know, the tall guy, the one we saw, like, on all the posters, he just spawns and then, like, gone. So I assume that either he, like, jumps or he's able to sort of get in and out somehow. There's something. And then you've got the other one that literally rams through the door. So you've got several possibilities. They're either able to, like, translocate themselves or get summoned or something. I know it sounds ridiculous, but come on, bear with me. Or they're able to, I don't know. I don't think it's tunnels, but it could be something. But if they're able to control their size at will, it would explain why one's so big. And I'm guessing the other one then, instead of being big, compresses all that power into a small body that has a lot of mass to it that can just ram through anything. Because we saw Jaeger that goes into Titan form, which is like, bam. So they could possibly do the same thing, but then how are they disappearing so quickly? Because, okay, you can go up and down, but then what are you doing a runner, you know? Because if you're in the Titan form, you can, like, move quickly. But if you're a human, you've got fuck all. Even these guys have to use those maneuverability items to get around. What are you? Are you just going to be a naked guy doing a quick runner down the street? I'm sure someone would notice you. Surely that's not the case. Surely there's not some naked bastard running down the street while everyone's busy looking at the Titans. And then he's like, boom, I'm big. And then he disappears and there's just this naked guy in the background. You just see his butt sticking out while he's running. It's going to be awkward if that's the thing. That'd be incredibly awkward. What would make that even worse? Actually, that will make it 10 times worse. If that's the case, and one of the people that's the traitor is a Titan, then you're fucked. Because the nightmare scenario could play out. Then you're going to have to look for someone that's actually volunteering for this squad and for some reason wants to be positioned at one of these areas. And then they, turn into a Titan and then this nightmare scenario plays out. But in that case, they would have to ensure that they kill everyone else. And I don't think they'd be willing to risk it because, I mean, these are the best people the core has, right? That's practically suicide. You don't want to just do that. By the way, I like all your emojis. I don't know who all these anime people are, but I actually like the style of emojis. But you get my point. So the stakes on this one are incredibly high. This shit's getting good. I like this shit. I actually like this. I want to see how they play it out. I want to see how this guy goes about trying to flush out the traitor. And I want to see how the traitor goes about sabotaging the team. Because there's going to be sabotage. I reckon there's going to be water that, is spilled. Food that's possibly poisoned. Supplies that are possibly compromised. Carriage wheels, cart wheels that are, loosened and they fall apart. Things like that. Okay, now you're just showing off. All these different... I recognize the Danganronpa ones. The other ones I don't. Alright, let's continue. Guys, show off some of our emojis. Sorry, I need to read that again. I want to be well informed. I have to ask, how old is this guy? He strikes me as 50. Ooh! Again! Oh my god, that would hurt like a bitch. Oh my god. How is his tongue still in one piece? He said assume the position. Don't... Alright, stop that. I'm the one making the inappropriate jokes. Alright, here we go. Yeah, as suspected. See, that's actually clever. All these ones are in groups, these ones are in pairs. And I'm guessing that the pairs were sort of picked without volunteering, just in case. See how there's like a newbie, a senior, newbie, senior, newbie, senior. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to help you out, right? Yeah, bullshit. You're going to keep an eye on them. So you have the people that you can trust. Even if you have one here, 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 and here, you've actually got line of sight from all this. Arrow formation, it's not a bad formation if you need to puncture something, but at the same time, the reverse V formation is better if someone's coming to you. It depends whether or not you're moving or you're standing ground or you're advancing. That's when the formation has to change. And it also depends on the technology and the type of weapons you have. Since they're moving, and the main purpose of this is not only to be reactive and proactive to enemies on the field, it's also to keep an eye on everyone. However, at the same time, it doesn't appear that way, but it actually is. So to, you know, a standard person, you'd think, this makes sense, right? You've got this whole line here that's reactive to any, you know, threats, whereas the main force is here and the main cargo is here nice and safe, right? But when you really think about it, everything's being monitored, including the grouping. It's very clever in a sense, because you know who you can trust and who you can't trust. And based on who goes missing, you know, if they get assassinated or something, you could pretty much figure out, okay, the threat came from here. Because say you wipe out this squad, this squad, this squad, and this squad, well, this squad can tell you what the fuck happened. If this whole squad goes missing, and there's like one survivor, like, how the fuck did you survive out of all the people, right? Look at the back of the formation. Makes me anxious, though. They can outrun the ones behind. Well, they would be controlling their speed. These ones wouldn't be going full throttle. These guys are controlling the speed. So if you look at a pack of wolves, they typically have the elders at the front. They control the speed, whereas they're being guided from the back, because at the back you can see everything that's going on. And from there you can sort of call directions and things like that. At the same time, these guys are actually creating the speed. These guys are on lookout. These guys can speed up, slow down as they need to. They're just horses. Whereas these ones are carrying cargo. I mean, it's not a race. See what I mean? Like, this horse is controlling the speed. These horses here. These horses should not be charging ahead, because they're not carrying as much weight. You know? So, yeah. It's also why, if you look in the olden days, the military horses, they had the eye flaps. The reason they had the eye flaps was so the horse couldn't see where it was running. It had to trust the rider. And so if a horse saw that it's charging into a front line with spears, it would stop. You don't want that. You want to try to break the line. Unfortunately, a lot of horses die, which is why they had horse armor, but you get what I mean. Don't call me a geek. Shut up. Shut up! I'm sorry, I just hear Piccolo going, nerd! Why does he have a spare horse? Okay. So, that's a little subtle thing. Read Sun Tzu. If you're looking into a forest, and you see a very condensedly sort of wall of smoke, or dirt, or birds, armies moving. Armies on the move. There's a march. If you see a very widespread, thin grouping of birds flying, it's probably an army encampment looking around for firewood. It's not 100%, it's not an exact science, but depending on how the animals are reacting and how jumpy they are, you can tell whether or not there is a large grouping of military personnel on the move or if it's small. Animals get spooked, especially if you have a marching formation. People usually march in synchronization. They had drums, they had music. Animals get freaked the fuck out. So if you're like in the forest and you see these horses or these animals running like crazy, they're all stressed out, you know there's something big coming. If you just see like one or two animals just sort of moving out of the way, but they're not really freaked out, it's like, shit, someone's collecting firewood. And based on that, you adjust your strategy. Highly recommend reading Art of War. Fucking amazing. So he's already getting fucking freaked out. Oh, there's a flare. See, they're using flares. Back in the day, they had banners. You know, flags. You would sometimes see them on the battlefield. And based on the different banners and flags, that's how you issue orders. At the time of the Three Kingdoms, armies started burning a part of forest to make animals flee beforehand. Yeah, there's different strategies. Like I said, it's not a exact science, and people of course know these strategies and they work around them. But as a rule of thumb, you sort of have to learn the fundamentals. You know, it's learning your ABCs before you start crafting poems. The beacons are lit! See? So it's pretty much changing their... Oh, fuck it. You guys know this. I'm not going to school people. This is the exact opposite of what the Slavs did back during the Empire. Because when we had an empire that spanned from one side of Europe to the other, whenever the Slavs would go to war, their military would literally march from one country to the other, and any neighboring countries would be attacked on the way. We would decimate their entire military, kill everyone in sight, finish the war, and on the way back do the exact same thing. We didn't actually go around enemies, we just went through them. Hence why Slavs have such a reputation. And at times of campaigns, we would sometimes end up with more soldiers than we originally had. We're fucked. We are fucked. Unlike Hitler, who made that mistake during World War II of attacking the Slavs on the way to Germany, who would have actually joined his army against Stalin, we actually recruited all the villagers and neighboring, people who wanted to fight against their neighbors, and we utilized them in war. It's like, oh yeah, you want to kill them as much as we do? Great, what do you have? Pickaxe? Yeah, bring it along. Scythe and hammer? Bring it along. Let's go, let's have a party. The Slavs are fucked. We were not the smartest of people, but we were definitely the most bloodthirsty. What the fuck? If you have never had an adrenaline rush or been chased by someone or been in a scenario like that, you will know that your hands shake. They shake. I remember that one time I was being followed home from King's Cross here in Sydney, and I decided when I turned a corner to actually sprint it, because it's always better to avoid confrontation instead of meeting it head on. But I decided to sprint it, so I had like a massive, more than 100-meter lead on this guy that was like chasing me. I don't know what he was. He could have been a drug addict. He could have been something. He was actually scoping me out for a while, and it was like 2 a.m., so I didn't want to, risk it. Anyway, I got to the front door, and the basic thing, put the key in the door, turn it. My hand was shaking so fucking badly. I couldn't get the key in. I couldn't get the key in. I couldn't get the key in. I had to literally grab it with the other hand to put the key in and turn it. So the fact that she's dropped something like this, because of all this adrenaline and fight or flight response, is very accurate to how newbies are the first time they're in an engagement. That's why it's called a baptism of fire. You could do all the training you want. You can think you're the hardcorest shit ever, but I can assure you, the first time you're in a life or death real world scenario, you will be pumping with adrenaline and your body will either freeze, will shake, you'll piss yourself, you'll shit yourself, or you'll go absolutely nuts like an animal. Like, you really get to see what you're made of when these scenarios come to life. Oh man, I've been followed home and attacked at my front doorstep 2-3 times. I told everyone in my building to put CCTV. They didn't listen to me. A year later, one of the old ladies in the building got robbed at the front doorstep. They literally dropped her to the floor and she ended up having her skull cracked. She was 80-something. And then after that, when we had a building meeting to discuss security, I just basically said, look, guys, I told you about this. I was attacked twice at our doorstep. I fought them off. You didn't take me seriously. Now an old lady's in the ICU. And this building was filled with older people. And I'm like, I like my chances, but are you guys confident? And after that, they decided to install CCTV. No one cares until it affects them, do they? And this wasn't even like a bad area. This was like the more chill side near King's Cross. It was like one suburb away. But the fact is, when you have drug addicts and you had, you know, corrupt police, people selling drugs and whatnot, they turn a blind eye to, you know, the surrounding suburb. And what happens? Drug addicts need a hit. They start robbing people. Crime rate goes through the roof. It doesn't help the fact that the police weren't doing their jobs. It's like, man, fuck that. I remember one time, and this is when I actually managed to scare a guy. I was walking back home, and this was during university from kendo training, and I had like my bag, which is where I kept my armor, and I had my sort of my shin eyes with me in my left hand that are all wrapped up. And this guy was scoping me out. I could see him from the other side, and I was sort of walking, and I knew because I had my equipment, I wouldn't be able to outrun him. So I just sort of stopped, dropped my bag down, and I started undoing. You know, it's basically like this cotton thing, and you start undoing the wrap, and I sort of exposed that it looks like a blade, and the guy literally stopped on the other side of the street, and I just basically turned to him. I used to always wear a hoodie. I always wear a hoodie because I can sort of see things, but at this break I just sort of dropped everything, and I just looked at him like this on the side. The guy literally just turned around. He's like, fuck that. Just turned around. Just turned around. One of the good things about doing kendo in university was that I could carry around shin eyes. And with those things, you could literally break people's arms and legs easily. It's 4 pieces of slates of bamboo. And if you know how to use that thing, man, you could break people's arms and legs easily. I wear my hoodie to block the sun. Oh, man. Well, I used to wear my hoodie when I was 14, 15 going to martial arts training because it would hide how old I was. You know, you don't want to be a 14, 15-year-old kid walking through King's Cross at 10, 11 a.m. PM, sorry. And, you know, people think they know what you look like. You sort of wear a hoodie, and the way you walk and stuff, they can't tell how old you are. And I would always sort of wear things like, you know, this. And they'd be sort of like, you know, this guy might be a drug addict or something, you know. And I'd always sort of walk a bit funny, a bit erratic. So people would typically sort of move away from me because I look like I'm probably on something. And so that would, you know, typically keep me safe. But there was 1 or 2 times when someone that was probably on something called my bluff and actually started following me. You know, I might have attracted the wrong person that wants to steal my drugs. Meanwhile, I'm a 14, 15-year-old kid trying to walk home. Oh, man. Of course, the cops do nothing. Like, one time I remember I went to the cop station at King's Cross. I'm like, some guy's following me. And they're like, oh, yeah, all our cop cars are away. Are you sure they're following me? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they're fucking following me. I was walking down the street and they're always on the other side. That's why I came here. And they're like, oh, well, you've got 2 choices. You can wait here a couple of hours, you know, until one of the cop cars is available to maybe drop you home, or you can walk home. And I'm like, I'm 15. You know, cops don't do fucking shit. Man, especially the ones at King's Cross. Fuck me. They were the ones taking the bribes from the local nightclubs, letting them sell drugs. What's in the criminals, in my opinion, in that area? Jesus Christ. But let me tell you this. Whenever there's a homeless person that's sleeping on a park bench, you have 6 cops that are like, you can't sleep on this bench, sir. It's like, wow, so that's what you guys are doing. Picking on the homeless people. God forbid you actually stop the drug dealers. What the fuck is that? Is that a spider? Oof! Had it coming. Look where you're going. Don't stop, you idiots! What happens if you guys are too spread out and some of you are actually lost? Would a tree actually knock that Titan out? I don't know. I don't know their physiology. They seem pretty durable to me. Oh. Black smoke. An abnormal? Is it a Karen? I hate how they walk. I fucking hate it. They're walking like they're going straight into the store, not even going to the customer service desk, and walking straight into the manager's office. Ooh! Achilles tendon down. Nice. Nice. Don't just stand there to find out. It's down, right? What the fuck? Oh, no, that looks like Karen. Yeah, here's Karen. Oh, that's the female. Damn it. She's going straight for the manager. Oh, shit. She's sprinting. Did she headbutt him? Oh, shit. Ooh. It looks like she took out the 2 customer support staff. Why are you going straight when it's going straight? Why don't you, like, go left? You just killed a horse! Wow. I mean, I guess he's panicking, so he can't think rationally. But shit. She's running, he's going straight. It's like, go left, damn it. Long distance scouting formation 1, devised by Survey Corps Commander Erwin Smith. Survival rates beyond the walls were drastically improved through its implementation. Wait, so this is only recent? So what is the upper command doing if they're not coming up with strategy? What? So he's the one that came up with this formation. And no one before him. Wow. Jesus. Humanity's not really sending a good bloody... Jesus Christ. A young officer is actually coming up with the innovations within the military. Maybe they were corrupt? Yeah, like the fat bastards on the field eating dessert while people are dying. We should literally eat the rich in this society. And not like that girl that said eat the rich and then went to Texas to avoid paying taxes and showed off her apartment on the internet. But I mean legitimately eat the rich that are doing absolutely nothing. I mean, no one's going to miss them. Long distance scouting formation 2. Put simply, it's a type of human radar by allowing Irwin, who's positioned at the center of the formation, to quickly be informed of any Titan sightings. It is possible to change the formation's course before encounters. Don't the Titans already do that, though? I mean, we're low on food. I say we, because humanity. And those fat bastards have plenty of it on them. So, like, you know. Oh, shit! They got completely decimated. I didn't think, like, the little ones were as quick as they are. Because I would have thought they'd be able to sort of outmaneuver them on horses. Unless they actually engaged them and then as a result, they got decimated. But if they're quicker than the horses, and there was like, what, half a dozen, and they decimated the entire right flank? Man, these guys should not be out here if they can't handle half a dozen. All I'm saying, if they can't handle half a dozen normal Titans, they should not be out here. That's just suicide. Karen Titan aside, if they can't handle half a dozen, what's the point? You are literally just getting killed. Yeah, he's frozen with fear. He's fucked. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, he's petrified. He's fucked. She's like, you're not the manager. Fucking Karen. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Karen. That's fucked. It's definitely someone he knows. It's definitely someone he knows. Because she killed the other two guys. I didn't piss himself, but he's probably shit himself quite a bit. He's definitely going to need a new pair of pants. Did you notice these guys wear a lot of brown on their uniform? That's why. It's definitely someone he knows. There is absolutely no reason why anyone would spare someone they don't know. She definitely knows him. 100%. It's someone he knows. That explains the spare horses. Wait, so if the Titans have hit the right flank and then stopped moving, they're getting funneled. Oh, they're getting funneled. Oh, they're about to get fucked. Clever boy. He gave everyone in the formation conflicting information, and then based on which side is hit first, he can determine who knew that piece of information. And that cuts up whoever's left. Clever. Clever. But that... Fuck. He's a clever boy. I give him that. I give him that. He's a clever boy. He's a clever boy. It's the equivalent of saying, like, we'll attack on Tuesday. No, we move on Wednesday. Now we'll be there on Friday. And then you just keep an eye on the enemy force and you see for what day they're preparing. And then you can sort of see where the information leak is coming from. Clever boy. Did he learn it from someone or did he come up with it himself? Because if he came up with it himself, he's fucking smart. Nisam Rus. I'm not Russian. I'm impressed that those hoods actually stay up. I mean... Wind. Oh, shit. Oh, the music's kicking in. Oh! He's about to get taken out. Alright, he's out of the fight. Hmm? What you think was gonna happen? You didn't even try to go through the back. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go through the front. Oh, crap. She's protecting her Achilles tendon by doing that. How is he fine? You're running on foot. I think she could spare 20 seconds. She grabbed him in a fist and went like this. How did he survive? Oh, he did like a Tarzo spin and just like cut through it. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, sure, whatever. Why not? Then what was all that? Oh, yeah, it was her blood. Oh, fine, whatever. Didn't you make that deduction like 10 minutes ago? Why are you surprised she's going for Eren? Calling him Jaeger. Oh, god damn it! He has a second life? Bloody cat. Ah! Ah. I like the little details. I like the little details. The only detail in that episode that made me go, what the fuck? Is when she crushed him and he's fine. What? Did she like not grab him hard enough? What? Was she holding him delicately for some reason after she caught him? Then again, he did get second place in the top 10 cadet trainings. Oh yeah, is that what they taught him? To go head first in front of the enemy and let her see what you're doing? Oh, makes exact sense. Come on, man. They did that just to make you go, oh shit, he's dead. No, he's not. Come on. That was bullshit. I mean, sometimes bugs don't die when you crush them like that. Oh, really? So a human that gets crushed like that is going to be perfectly fine? Really? No, body armor doesn't stop force. It can stop the puncturing of metallic objects like bullets and blades, but it doesn't stop the force and momentum. Plus, she's crushing. He's got no armor on his arms and legs. You guys are fucked. If she's doing that flicking... Oh, come on. God damn it, you're all fucked. Karen Titan. No previews. Well, a little late now, isn't it? Does he have plot armor? It seems so. He has plenty of plot armor. Alright, let's take a quick 3-minute break and we'll be right back. Plot armor everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they are so fucked. They are so fucked. They are so fucked. I'm still upset that he literally went at the front past her, like from here to here, and he's like, oh, hello. Like, why? Why? Go from the back. Oh. Why do you do this? Son of a bitch. I can't even. Whatever. I'm gonna live with it.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.